Good morning. I'm here to do your reading for this morning. We'll use the Connolly Tarot for your reading today. It's really interesting because after yesterday I moved my whole thing around trying to find the right position for everything so that I didn't keep disrupting the camera. But I just feel that it's still not quite right, so I might still fiddle. Okay, few things on the table. Firstly, we have an online platform event on the 1st of August. You can all attend that. It is a very minimal price. It is, and it's online. We're doing it via Zoom, and you have to wear your pajamas, bring your milk, bring your nibbles, whatever you want, wine. So that is on my Facebook page. I am currently running a competition on my Facebook page too for a free reading, so you can come and do that. I know a lot of people wrote comments on YouTube yesterday, but actually you need to go on my Facebook page to guess what card I drew. I did a video of the card I drew, so I'll post that on Monday when everybody's commented, because a couple of people did write in there, but I'd written up the top that it would be announced on Monday. And I'll actually announce it on here too, because I feel like a lot of you guys are coming over to my Facebook page to comment, so I'll post it on here as well. The other thing we've got coming up is in Goulburn. We have a platform event in Goulburn as well. I think that's the 21st of July. I'd have to double check, so be looking out for that if you're in the Goulburn area and would like to come and watch us. I also have some fairs coming up, so I'll try and keep you posted on my Facebook page about those too. In the meantime, readings are available via Zoom, whether you're local in lockdown. I'm not doing the cafe at the moment, so no face-to-face readings, but still doing Zoom, Skype, phone, whatever you feel comfortable with. A lot of people ask for the iPhone because we can do FaceTime, so keep that in mind if you're unsure. All right, I think that's everything. Every time I come on, I think I've missed something, but I don't think I do. All right, we're going to use the Connolly Tarot. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I don't know if anybody's seen these decks here. Both of them are beautifully boxed, They come in a box that opens on the side here, so they have a little presentation. The cards inside are stunning. I'll just give you a quick peek at them, because I've been wanting to really I've used the Lenormand cards. Obviously I'm a cartomancy person, that's how I started reading. I actually started reading playing cards before I knew what I was doing. And I sort of really love the Lenormand cards, but I find that I tend to stick to the tarot now because I know it so well, and I just want to learn how to play with these a little differently. So I'm going to start using these so I can do some different readings going forward, but I just thought I'd show you how beautiful these little boxes are. Now they're Chiramachetti, so you would expect them to be very good. I've got the card of marriage right there. So they're absolutely beautiful. So that's the Kipper deck and the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. So if you're after either of those, they are well worth the money. Beautiful decks. All right, I'll get to use them soon. Just want to read up a little bit more and refresh myself. All right, so we're going to use the Connolly Tarot this morning. I do need a change. I'm pretty sure I'm in the... After cleaning on my desk down this morning, I feel like that needs a change of deck. Change of clothes too. God, the weight's coming off fabulously well. All right, Queen of Wands coming through here. So it's funny because I thought about it yesterday and I thought I'd put on weight in the last COVID. I've taken the weight off that I put on last COVID plus a little bit more. Queen of Wands coming through. Leo, Sag, Aries energy here. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy though. This is a person who's very confident, very self-assured, much a leader in her own field, but she's very alluring, has a lot of sex appeal, so she's very attractive. Now if this is the energy you're sitting in at the moment, you may be feeling very ready to approach the next stage of your life. Maybe you've been wanting a change or wanting to move in a different direction, because there's definitely this feel here of being ready for something. I feel like she's ready for something new. Let's see why. Oh, maybe she's after marriage. Maybe she's after a long-term commitment. It could be you're feeling this good because you've completed some sort of study. You may have come through something now and be ready for the next stage of your life, and you may be looking at something more long-term and stable in regards to your work. For the card can sort of talk about traditional beliefs and views, so it could be around wanting something long-term in a relationship. All right, we have the Five of Wands. Yep, I feel like she's trying to work out what does she want in a relationship. The Five of Wands talks of conflict. It does talk about going backwards and forwards in one's mind, trying to understand or sort through what you're trying to sort through, but it can be conflict with other people too. So there may be some competition going on here in regards to something that you're going after. But you're going after it regardless. Okie dokie, so we have the Two of Wands. Wow, I really feel like you're planning some new direction, and it's like you have, I always say, you have your ducks in a row, like you're really trying to see the direction you want to go in. You're really firm about what you want. But I feel like you're really going after it now. Especially with that Two of Wands. Okay, so we have the Devil card coming through here with the Four. Oh, I want to say maybe you're a little obsessed here. Maybe you're a little bit obsessed, because this card here does talk about marriage as well. So we have sort of bookends here of cards that both talk about long-term commitment and stability. But there is this feeling here with this, is my alarm going on? There's a feeling with this little gem here that there's some sort of obsession with this. But I'm feeling maybe you want to move forward, but you're tied to something else. Maybe you're looking at the wrong things because your ego is still stuck in maybe that traditional viewpoint. But something you're going after here, and it feels like you're tied to something and you can't move forward. Maybe you're tied to something else here and unable to move forward. There's your past card there with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling like for some of you, you're ready to move on from something. I feel like you're ready to move on from something that is in your past. Some of you could be that you're moving on from an old relationship or an old way of being. For others of you here, I feel like there's an energy of needing to leave something behind. You're chained to the past somehow. And even though you feel ready, there is something that is keeping you held back. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have the Sun card here. So it sort of supports the Queen of Wands energy in that you're feeling really good about yourself. You feel very joyful. You're ready to move forward. There's a very strong feeling here that you are very happy and very joyous at this time. There's something here that you're feeling really good about. Okay, so we have to have another move now because I've moved everything else. All right, we'll get there. Okay, so I have here the Seven of Swords. Oh, you're self-sabotaging. You're self-sabotaging something. Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Cups. Okay, all right. This is really interesting. I feel like you're going to get another very deep reading today, but I feel like it might help you move forward here. Because it's like you're ready to go. It's like nothing is holding you back. You're feeling really good about yourself. You want to really forge forward. Something is still keeping you a little bit chained to your past here. And often I feel that it's not just a person or an energy, although it can be. Sometimes it's the way you think about things or the way you see things. So it may be that you are still working with the same energies even though you've moved forward. So I say this sometimes that, over the years we develop say something like empathy. And when we decide we're going to pull it in and start working with that energy and being aware that it can create a lot of problems or issues for us. But when we go to pull it in, it still shows on us. It's still something that other people can see. So you still have to work with the new energies coming toward you. And it's about understanding certain tendencies that you have, that you are putting forward to the world, that somehow or another you don't feel that way anymore. And it's causing or creating some sort of self-sabotage energy around how you love and how you see love. Okay, let me show you, because you have the Seven of Cups, which of course talks about illusion, but it could also talk about confusion too, because if you're trying to move forward but you're unable to move forward, maybe you're still doing the same thing that you've always done. You know that thing about if you always do the same thing you've always done, you're always going to get the same result. And this is what I feel like this is saying here. It's like you're still looking for love, or looking for a relationship, or looking for your next opportunity, and you're self-sabotaging. Why are you self-sabotaging? Because you're still selecting things from the old version of yourself. So you may be still selecting things, people, places that are vibrating where you were vibrating before, because it's familiar to you, because it feels like it should be. Maybe you're still not recognizing the way you respond to things, because even though you've changed, you might still have a habit that creates a response for you that you are still feeling very comfortable with. Whatever it is here, it's sort of holding you back from having the love that you want. And somehow or another, this confusion or this illusion or even a delusion that you have about love is not real. But I feel like it's to do with yourself here. Because the Ace of Cups for me often represents self-love. So if you're going out and your cup's already half empty, then you're going to bring situations, people, things to you that still represent the half empty cup, because you're not vibrating where you need to be. So it's sort of like, and I know there's a couple of people who'll say to me that, oh Yvonne, we're back to the drawing board again. Yeah, we are, because we're showing here that we are not seeing the world through the eyes of who we now are. We're still seeing through the eyes of the child that we were healing, or through the person who's been through, difficult situations. And we're still pulling and creating with that devil energy there. You could be still pulling, say, for example, people who are codependent towards you, people who are narcissistic towards you, because you're still reflecting that energy here out to the world. It's still what you expect of yourself. And that says to me your cup is not yet full and needs to be full. All right. Okay, so we have the Emperor coming through here. Wow, you're going to see this. The universe is going to show this to you big time here, and you will move away from this energy. I feel like some of you are getting this. I talk to people now and you've done so much healing. It's amazing and I love it. I love seeing people really change it up and understand how to do things differently. Some of us struggle for a while because we know what we're meant to be doing, but we can't quite see where we need to be. And I feel that you can't quite see because you're not quite ready. And I feel that's the energy that's coming through very strongly here. There's an energy of something here about stepping back into your power, because you're going to learn some sort of truth here. Now, I have a couple of people who write about the astrology, and this has come through very much in the astrology in the last couple of weeks too, and it sits center place, the Ace of Swords, in this reading. There is a moving away from situations that do not emotionally satisfy you, but you're still drawing the same situations in. So you have to ask yourself, are you in fact ready? Because I see this Eight of Cups, but this person is walking toward the Eight. If you look at the story here, this person is walking toward the sword here. So they're going after the truth. And the Emperor sits here saying that this is about you standing in your power. So maybe you've done a lot of work. Maybe you have changed to a certain degree, but through some sort of training, conditioning, the way you feel comfortable, the way you've always done things has to change, because you're still repeating the same energy or the same pattern here. But something here is coming in to help you clear that energy. 7 of Wands. Look, the universe saying with the 7 of Wands and the Moon card here, it's like you're stubbornly hanging on to this old way of doing things. What is it? What is it for you? Because the Moon tells me it's something that's really ingrained in who you are, really deep in your personality, and maybe you're just not seeing it here. Because it's like you're stubbornly holding on to some sort of energy that's creating some sort of blockage from you moving forward. But the truth is coming. Maybe for some of you, the truth will come through a person, maybe an emperor. Maybe you will get some sort of answers you need here. But something here is still blocking your energy. You're still doing things the way you've always done them. Let's just see, what's the last card? 8 of, yeah, there's some sort of communication coming in here that's going to help you clear the way. All right, let's just do a recap and then I'll put some clarifiers on. I feel like you're really good. You're ready. You're ready to face the world. You're ready to look for what you want. Some of you are going after marriage, something long term. You might be about to complete your training and want to walk into a new job. But something you're doing here is creating some sort of internal conflict and preventing you from moving forward on this new path. I feel like this energy is sort of chaining you here to some sort of past energy and stopping you reaching this level of stability here. So you're being moved into Queen of Swords energy, so something has to be cut out, moved out, has to be taken out of your life. You've got to work out what this is though, because it's stopping you. It's creating, there's the Page of Pentacles, it's creating here this confusion or this illusion that you're living in. You're not sort of shifting it aside in order to move forward. So for some of you, you'll understand what I'm talking about here, because I feel like you've done the work, but you can't seem to shift something that you're repeating, some sort of pattern, something that's really difficult to move from your energy. And I don't think you're seeing it at this time because it's creating confusion. So you may be a person who's sitting back thinking, I've done all the work, I've done everything I need to do, and I'm still in the same place. What is going on? And that is because you haven't shifted this energy that needs to be shifted. And I feel like here it's holding you back from those things you want, like a relationship, a certain kind of job, a career. It might even be holding you back, say, from buying a particular home because you're too stuck in this illusion or this way of thinking. Something, it's sticking you where you've been, it's sticking you without any doubt. There is some sort of energy here of communication coming through. Definitely somebody communicating, maybe in the next 8 days, I feel here. It could be 8 weeks, but it feels like it's quite close. And I feel like something is going to be cleared up for you. Maybe somebody else is seeing this about you and you're not seeing it about yourself. Oh, something from your past here. Good. Oh, we have the Strength card, the High Priestess. It's funny, isn't it? Because I keep saying every time I ask for clarification, I get major arcanas lately, which I think is pretty powerful because that says to me the clarification is coming straight from the universe. The Six of Pentacles is here, Six of Cups is here. And the Strength card and High Priestess sit behind that. So I feel like you're going to go through some sort of awakening, some sort of information coming through here that's going to help you close out this cycle with the Ten of Swords. The information you're getting here, I feel like it's something still within your shadow that you haven't seen with the High Priestess. So it's still unseen for you, but it sits in your shadow energy. It's some sort of energy of not realizing how you do something. You know, for example, you know, there are things we do on autopilot all the time. There are ways we think, ways we approach things that we always do on autopilot. And we don't really understand why we do them that way. And I tell the story of the woman who said she cut the edge off her lamb. She cut the end off the lamb. And somebody said to her, why do you do that? And she said, I don't know, my mother always done that, so I've always done it too. And she said, well, do you want to give your mother a ring and just ask? Because I'm really curious as to why you always cut the end off the lamb. And so she rang her mother and she said, you know, you always cut the edge off the lamb. Why did you do that? And she said, well, I don't know. My mother always did it, your grandmother. And the girl said, can you just ring grandmother and ask her why she always done that? And so they rang the grandmother, and the grandmother said, oh, in my day the ovens were really small and we couldn't fit the lamb in the oven. And that's sort of powerful for me, because I think we do that. We believe what we're told. We still carry around traditional beliefs and traditional ideas about how things are, that we don't realise that they are no longer valuable to us. And I feel like this is what's happening here. But whatever it is, it's something to do with your past. It's something to do with this energy, or this sort of, you know, how we talk about these sort of things that lay within your shadow side, your demons, your beasts, whatever you like to see them as. But whatever this is, you can't see them. So there's something you're not seeing still. And there's this energy of stubbornly holding on to something here because you can't see it. So whatever this is, you can't see it about yourself. So maybe you can't see, you know, some belief you have about yourself, about how valuable you are or how amazing you are. Maybe you keep that buried deep within because you were always told that it was vain to show the world who you were or to talk about how beautiful you are. So you've hit it right down below here. So I feel like it's about to be brought to the surface, that's for sure. Okay, we will read a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Yep, that's the one that wants to come out. Oh, nice. It's a card of wind. And it's a card of 63, which I feel like we're getting a lot of these 9s lately. So I feel like something is about to complete. There's definitely the feeling that this is right on your doorstep, this one. So if we've been talking about this for a while, I feel like it's going to come home soon. The symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities, both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. Aren't Spirit amazing sending these cards through? West, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. There you go, there's the devil energy. North, to bring you wisdom and strength, and East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exaltation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. So there you go, a change is in the wind. I have a feeling I said that once before. All right, I'll leave you with that. Have a great day.